Did you check out last night's episode of Big Brother Canada? Well, in this episode, I'm going to be giving you a few highlights of mine, as well at the end of the video, I'm going to let you in on an Easter egg that you may or may not have caught in last night's episode. What's up, guys? My name is Max, and I do videos covering the entire seasons of Big Brother with multiple videos dropping each week. I do this so that you guys have a platform to enjoy more Big Brother content and also engage with other community members. So if you're new here and you want to enjoy more Big Brother content, consider subscribing. So the first thing that I want to talk about is the HOH competition. I thought this was absolutely hilarious how everyone was getting drunk, and we actually got to see like a bit of a wild side of each of the house guests. I think Will was off the wall. I mean, it was pretty funny to see him slurring his words as if it wasn't already hard enough to figure out what he was saying. He's drunk now, so that was pretty interesting. Also, it was very smart on Maddie's part to pull Olivia aside and, you know, just try to like get some information out of her that she may or may not have given otherwise if she wasn't drunk. And the other thing was with Marin and how he wanted to win the competition. He knew it was going to be a competition the next day or later on, but he chose not to get drunk and instead stay sober. This was very smart on his part, but look how that played out for him. And when it did come competition time, it was pretty funny. Yeah, we'll definitely give it that. I mean, what are the chances that Erica and Maddie are going to be the two final people? I think last week we saw Erica was trying to throw the competition, but if she actually did do that, it would be too obvious that it would ruin her game. And now here she's faced with the other house guest that she's up against is the person she nominated last week. So she doesn't really want to throw this competition because then that could ruin her game where she'll end up being nominated by Maddie, likely, and send her packing. So it seems like the BBCAN gods really don't want Erica to throw a competition. And I mean, I think this is going to actually make for good TV because we're going to have to see how she's going to strategize her gameplay and be able to work around this. So the second thing I want to talk about is something a little bit, it doesn't really have to do necessarily with last night's episode, but it has to do with the season in general. And it's that I feel like most of the season has been played on the house guest beds or in the HOH room, and we're not really seeing much of them, you know, discussing things in the backyard or in where the hot tub area is. Now, I do realize that the season of Big Brother Canada always happens to be filmed during the end of winter, early spring, so it's not really the warmest. I mean, I'm here in my garage, I'm wearing 2 sweaters, and it is 6 degrees in here. I'm still making these videos, but you know, I can understand why they wouldn't be outside in the backyard, but I just kind of wish that we could see them in different environments and you know, it would just be less of like sitting on the couch like I am when I'm watching the episode. Anyways, third thing I want to discuss is that in the HOH, they're supposed to play the Hasbro game they're supposed to oh shit. They're supposed to play the Hasbro game Speak Out, and I was really looking forward to this because as I've seen my friends play it, it's a fun game. But they totally skipped over this in the edits, I guess, because they didn't have enough time and wanted to get to more of the action in the game. Totally fair, but I think this would have been cool to experience these house guests doing. Maybe it's in the live feeds and maybe it's on YouTube. I'll have to check that out. The other thing I want to find out is what these head of households are listening to on their iPods. I think a couple episodes ago we saw Marin, he was like getting his groove on to some music, and I'm really curious to know what songs those were. I'm pretty sure I can narrow it down to a genre, which was probably mumble rap or hip hop. So let's bug the shit out of them and try to figure this out because it's been on my mind this entire week. Now, I want to let you guys in on an Easter egg that some of you casual viewers may not know. I know you super fans probably know this, but in the episode, we actually got to see Marsha. And this season, we haven't seen Marsha yet, but in this episode, it's played by Trevor Boris, and he was actually on Video on Trial. I used to watch a lot of this show when I was a little kid. So it was really cool to see him. And any of you that have gone to a live taping, which if you haven't experienced it, I'll link my video up here. He is actually in the audience there, and sometimes he'll come up on stage and start engaging with other fans. And the moment you hear him speak, you know it's Marsha. Alright, and that is going to do it for this episode. In the next couple of videos I got planned for this week, I want to do a cast assessment and give you a little bit of my perspective on some of these house guests. So what I'm asking of you is to let me know in the comments down below who you think I should do first. And that's going to do it for this video. I want to thank you so much for watching. I just hit that 30 subscriber mark. I'm really surprised at how much you guys have enjoyed my videos. You guys have been leaving comments. Some of you even saw me in front row at the live taping of the double eviction episode, so thank you for keeping me in mind. You even talked to me afterwards the show, so thanks a lot for that. I can't wait to deliver more content for you guys, so stay tuned for more.